Hier. The trap really was a genius move. Great job deactivating the trap, comrade. Hope we would have more troops, but more treasure for us. Let's head on up. Head on up. Listen up, pal. We now have the element of surprise to take on the Veggie King. Congratulations. You're the surprise contenders in today's fighting tournament. We need to get another image of the glowing one. What's going on? Did you set us up, glowing stranger? Don't worry. Anyone that is able to enter the Veggie Castle is deemed a true warrior of grit. Based on the combat analysis, I suggest we should put the feline in slot 4. That sounds good. It should maximize the entertainment factor. Take a picture of the glowing one as well. Hold on a moment. Uh-oh. Camera broke. Don't worry about that. We are long overdue for the first fight. Now, without further ado, we can finally start the 4830th Royal Truce Tournament. Before we unleash our warriors, let's take a peek at the tournament brackets. All the greatest fighters in the entire region, and our new additions. It's going to be a wild championship. Nevertheless, we do not have all the time in the world. Let's start with the first battle. In the right corner, we have the strongest, the fiercest bell pepper of this generation. It's called capsicum. I really don't care. On the other side, we have the mysterious glowing stranger. Make us proud, bell pepper. Don't call me that. What an absolute trashing! We knew the glowing thing could fight so well. Who knew? Please proceed southward to the next battle. Oh, you're a true fighter. Welcome back. I'll admit, I was surprised you won the first battle. Nevertheless, we shall examine the bracket again. My, oh my. It seems not only you, but your little friend also made it further. As for the next opponent, well, let's just say I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. You're out of your depth, human. Ho 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 ho. It'll be interesting to see if you manage to use your same tricks in this battle. The carrot mage versus the glowing enigma. This place is not meant for you. I'll make quick work of you. You keep impressing me, Glowy. Please proceed forward to the next battle. I beg of you, don't win this tournament. You don't understand what you're meddling with. So, this is our way of life. Stop talking nonsense, you has-been. If you want to be a pro kid, you shouldn't show pity towards your enemies. That should be obvious, really. Oh, you made it. What a poetic finale. The final battle between the two best friends. We're not best friends. They went together through immense hardships and now they must fight to the death. I've not come this far to give up. Let's see how good you really are. There's nothing to it. I forfeit. See you, suckers. Then the glowing enigma is declared as the winner. Congratulations. Proceed to the next room to receive your prize. I didn't think you would have it in you, but you won fair and square. It inspires me that anyone, even the likes of you, can become Choose Master. A worthy opponent. You've proven yourself as the strongest warrior in this tournament. Now finally, let us see if you are truly worthy. after 93 long days, I finally found a successor. Tell me, who's your mother's seed? This being is actually neither a fruit nor a vegetable. Huh? An outsider laid its hands on the crown? It does seem so. But it's not my problem anymore. So what does the Royal Highness get rewarded with? All the seeds in the world. Seeds? What type of seeds? Any kind you can find here. Mostly tomato seeds, to be honest. What did I expect anyway? This blows. I'm out of here. Have fun with your seeds, your highness. I'm happy that my duty is finally over. I didn't think you would have it in you. The glowing thing somehow got around us. Every wedgie for themselves. I heard that we had a visitor in our realm. Congratulations on becoming the Choose Master. I hope my brethren gave you a good fight for the title. Such as this life, wish I'd taught them better. Okay. I'm glad you made it through the Vegetable Kingdom. That realm's a violent, chaotic, and merciless place, but I'm glad it exists. It is an entertaining game for those who passed on. I understand you might have questions. Let me conjure you a picture. If you haven't figured it out, you're most likely dead. Or something in between. This is how it usually goes for you light beings. You wander around these different realms. After a certain amount of time, you start daydreaming. Human experience, for example. It has a tendency to numb you with physical restraints. Attributes such as ears, mouth, nose, or eyes. It can take some time to dissociate from these phantom illusions, but soon enough these mirages fade and you are left with nothing but the mind. Then out of nothing, a memory of something from the past festers and the cycle continues. But there's a way out of this endless spiral. The door leads out of the cycle, but inside lies an unimaginably mighty foe. In ourselves, there's this darkness. It can take the shape of any form. Trauma, denial, depression. Your own mind manifests this relentless evil. If you confront this manifestation and defeat the inner evil, you can be free from the vicious cycle. We are one step closer to retrieving your soul weapon. Oh god. These portals contain time dilations. It wouldn't matter for you. Defeating the dragon is our highest priority. One statue of an alien. Year 0. Get back to work. Don't hurt me. Quit staring at good face. Seems like you need some discipline. What just happened? Are you here to rescue us? Yes. I can't believe it. Thank you. This is now or never. Hey, you there. Get back to work. Or else. That for a small fry. In my lifetime, I can't believe it. People write songs about you. Get back to work. What a knockout. You're a true hero. Are you the prophesied savior? It is so tiny. I can't get over it. Oh. I'm just searching for the boat, man. I don't want any trouble. I'll just leave. There won't be any leaving, Tiny. Hey, who goes there? You've really let this place go downhill. One's just strolling around like it's an amusement park. Seems like there's a need for some discipline. Well, those guys didn't stand a chance against you. I bet there are more goons around here. It would probably be better if I stick with you for now. Don't worry, they won't even notice me. I'll be out of your hair as soon as we are out of here. Riley join your party. Max, sure. Get me out of here. But you look at that. There we got ourselves a little rebellion. Any other day of the week, I'd appreciate the entertainment. But unfortunately for you, that I'm on the clock, I can't be playing around. Seeing as you have come this far, I must put it to an end now. I didn't expect such power. I admit defeat. Leave me be. Oh no, this doesn't sound good. Baby, prison. Oop, there. Are you the escaped fugitives? Please, we don't mean any harm. I thought Fuego took care of them. This is an opportunity for me to finally prove myself. A pay raise is imminent. Stand down or you will be shot. I've made a mistake. Neo was biting off more than I could chew. There goes my pay raise. That seemed to turn off the alarm as well. Neat. But you know, punishment will be severe. too weak. The alarm's on again. Better run. No. No. Hab gedacht, hier wäre Bonuszeug. Why have you come here? You've been stifling my excavation efforts. It seems like it's time to demonstrate who's in charge here. Think about the destruction you are causing to family and friends. Discipline them, violence. And one that challenges the Dimension Master will suffer greatly. How is it possible? You don't even have a soldier. What? That small thing defeated the boss? Oh no. The crystal is about to shatter. Oh. The journey won't be easy to slay the dragon. You're only a visitor into these realms. I deem you're ready to face the dragon. Sean? So we can turn this horrible nightmare into peaceful times. I can help you only so much. You're the one that needs to slay the dragon. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Riley is right. You're ready to face the dragon. We have a mission to face the root of all evil, but first we must defeat the dragon at all costs. Sometimes we must make hard decisions. I see the future. I see the past. Death follows you, and you will bring a swift ending for hundreds. Abide in death will still find a way, but you cannot be blamed. Do you wish to proceed forward? Or so be it. Who's that? It doesn't look hostile. Is that the savior? I bid you greetings, visitor. Please penetrate this airborne vehicle of ours. My speaking name is Zuflorp, General Zuflorp. It has been 1000 moon laps since you were last here. After you liberated our race from the intergalactic overlord, we entered what we call the Age of Liberation, and we have counted the moon laps every year since. A large portion of the population had started thinking that you were just a legend. We have poured enormous resources trying to contact you, Savior. I assume time is of the essence. I would like to show you one of our most exciting projects. Something I've been informed you might be able to help with. Please follow me, O esteemed Excellency. Flesh, my ancestors will certainly question my meeting with you, which I will, of course, not share outside of my workplace. Could I ever said anything? I'll let you pass. I'm sorry, Savior. It's a high security project, so we have many protective barriers. There we go. Hold up here. There we go. I don't know if I remember the code for this one. There we go. Make sure you are fully prepared. Another one? This place is worse than the hexagon. Why are there so many quartz on the ground? They're so messy, those developers. This is the last security measure. Finally. Let me introduce the interdimensional prototype portal. I'll let the Professor Xilbit explain what is going on. Yes, my name is Professor Xilbit. Welcome back to our world, Savior. I mean, visitor. You see, we have theoretically expected your visit. There have been old scriptures referring to extraterrestrial beings visiting us before. But they are more than 1000 moon laps old. They are unverified descriptions dating back even further. What my associate is saying is that we know who you are and we are prepared to help you. This will be a historic moment, where we successfully establish a bond with extraterrestrial life forms. Yes, we've been trying to contact extraterrestrial life forms for many decades, even due to massive technological shifts within last decades. We still can't seem to harness enough energy to create a stable gravity singularity which would grant us instant teleportation. You see, we suspect you are the key. If you would help us, we can further help you. That is the least we owe you, Savior. I mean, visitor. So, what do you say? You wanna help us? Okay. Splendid. You won't regret this. Was the next successful state of progression for this collaborative merging? So, what's going on? The machines have turned on by themselves. Turn them off then. I'm trying. The portal program has been invoked and the failsafe system has been triggered. Is this you're doing, visitor? I do not think it was intentional. The portal could have resonated with the visitor and self-activated. Our only hope is you, Savior. We cannot postpone any further. Activate the gate before it turns into a black hole. It's stable. I can't believe it. We survived. Hooray! I didn't expect this visit to be so progressive. Let me escort you back to a resting lounge. Or perhaps you want a tour of the city? Now hold on. It is coming back. It's stronger. What is that? You found yourself some smart friends. I appreciate that. Squishy. What? You're lucky you found your way back here. I assume you've been lost. We must focus on the main task ahead. To defeat the dragon. Dimitri said, light being interfere. Your troublemaking ends here. You will comply Dimitri's request. Not bad for a half pint. And know when I've been beat. Please leave. to be in your presence brings me exuberance. Please join us up north. We bid you welcome, MGG. We are eternally grateful for how you have helped our world. It is all thanks to you. We've been able to manifest connection with different realms. Today we invite you to a great unification. We have established contact with a powerful entity near omnipotence. This is the God machine. It has guided our people for many decades to establish dominance throughout our realms. In countless ways, our society has expanded and opened up new doors. It predicted your arrival. Let us embrace this together, MGG. It has awoken to guide us once again. Join our celebration of the next step in consciousness. Abandon this reality. Embrace true unity. What is going on? What are you doing here? What are these skin corpses? I'm getting out of this hellscape. None shall hinder the cleansing. Resistance is futile. Usurp the false gods. There may only be one. Not bad for a little light being. go and find me some more toys. Don't you bother save scumming on me. Hello there, little being. I'm Lucy. Your Raven's little secret. You look a little spooked. Come and talk to me. Slime girl. Did you experience something awful? Don't worry, that sort of stuff happens all the time for rookies like you. Those feelings will eventually pass, and maybe you'll get a bit smarter on what belts to pick. Tell me, little one. What has Raven told you? Not the chatty type, I see. It's quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, this is where this encounter will end. I'm not really in mood for charades, you see. Feel free to leave. I hope you'll be more useful. Despite your incompetence, I'm still in a good mood. So I'll give you a warning. My face. You have so much to learn. One mortal. Oh. Rude. Yeah. We have another guest that asks for your presence. You would of course be rewarded upon finishing this task. Take this key. Okay. Bobo's harem. Eat me. Oh, there you are, my friend. I'm glad you accepted my invitation. I want to thank you for helping me earlier. Great partnership will arise. You know, I'm part of Dimitri's inner circles. We need to start with the right foot for this friendship to blossom. I've saved something extraordinary for an occasion like this. This is my extinguished collection of sentient slimes. Look at that one shake. We do not want to let that one out of their bottle. I want to draw your attention to this potion. It has many names, but I prefer the Elixir of Truth. It is rumored to experience the collective consciousness, see the true nature of reality, or send you into an intense neurotic episode. Feed me. Don't mind the slime. I'd like to share this moment with someone who I respect. I'd like to share a glass with you, MGG. You wanna drink first? Okay. Here you go. Well, do you feel anything? Let me try. It's just like normal water. Whoa. Why did you do that? Calm down. Did you come here to destroy my slime collection? You cannot lie to me, you know. Look into my eyes. Finally you're awake. I've dragged your butt to the hidden Hilbert corridors. If I'd let you stay at Bobo's room, the blue slimes would have eaten your unconscious body. But if it weren't for you, I'd probably be stuck in that vial forever. When is now is square. I don't owe you anything anymore. Sure. You're stumbling with shame. It just occurred to me. I've not introduced myself. I'm known as Kazok. You can count on rewards from me in exchange for entertainment. Okay. Thank you for assisting me. Enjoy your reward. We have another guest that asked for a presents. Boingo Boingo Cosmetics. What I'm hoping for and what I actually see happening The birth of a new kind of humanity will soon take place, but there are still a lot of decisions to be made. How violent should this birth be? What toll shall it take on the mother, the earth? What shape should the baby be in when it's finally delivered? These are the decisions that the artist can mediate and control. Questions? Most people are afraid of the unconscious. The psychedelic experience can be extremely powerful, despite in some cases lasting only 10 minutes. Extremely powerful, and generally in this society you have no takers. This is because there has been a failure of moral courage. The failure is perhaps most evident in our own community of the artist. In a way, it's the poets that has failed us, because they have not provided a song or some kind of vision that we could all move in concert to. But now we are in the absurd position of being able to do anything. But what we are doing is fouling our own nest and pushing ourselves toward planetary toxification and existication. This is because the artist has not articulated a moral vision. The moral vision must come from the unconscious. It doesn't have to do with post-meaning, movement in art, the constructivism, and this sort of thing. I'm basically putting out a very conservative but I think exciting program for art. That art's task is to save the soul of mankind, and that anything less is a dithering while Rome burns. It's because the artist or some other select person is able to journey into the other. If the artist cannot find the way, then the way cannot be found. Ideology is extremely alien to art. Political ideology, I mean. If you notice, it's political ideology that has been calling the shots in the last several hundreds of years. We can transcend politics if we can put some other program in place. You can't transcend politics in a void. I believe in a world without ideology. I believe a world without ideology could be created. If what we are putting in place of ideology were the realization of the good, the true, and the beautiful. The three tiers of the Platonic aesthetic. We connect the notion of the good, the true, and the beautiful. Then use psychedelics to empower the artist to go into this vast dimension that surrounds human history on all sides to an infinite depth, and return from that world with transcendent images that can lift us to a new cultural level. The muse is there, that dull maths, that rationalism has given us nothing more than whistling past the graveyard of the bad little boys of science. You only need to avail yourself to the shamanic tools to rediscover a nature which is not mute. Nature is not mute, it is a man who is deaf. The way to open our ears, open our eyes, and reconnect with the intent of the living world is through psychedelics. Now, as you know, biology runs on genes, and genes are the units of meaning of heredity. But we could make a model of the informational environment that is represented by culture. This is done so often a world has been invented. A meme is the smallest unit of an idea. Ideas are made of memes, and I think the art community might function with more efficiency in the production of visionary aesthetic breakthroughs if we think of ourselves as an environment modeled after the natural environment, where we as artists are attempting to create memes which enter an environment of other memes that are in competition of each other, and out of this competition of memes, ever more appropriate, adaptive, and suitable ideas can gather and link themselves together into higher and higher organisms. In order for this to happen, we all have an obligation to carry our ideas clearly. Because in the same way the gene must be copied correctly to be replicated, or it will cause some pathological mutation, a meme must be correctly replicated or it will pathologically mutate. For instance, I would say what the German National Socialist Party did to Nietzsche's philosophy was to miscopy meme became a toxic mutation inside a culture. Yeah. So I'd suggest to the people that you take a good look around at who spends time here. Artistic people, psychedelic people look pretty much like everyone else out in society. But we have come together self-selected for our interest in the empowering capacity of psychedelics and the empowering of art. So we represent an affinity group, a population with a potential mutagenic impact on the ideology structure of the rest of society. So look around, someone here is what you need. If you can only figure out who it is, you can make novel connection to move them into a new level of creativity. It's quite intriguing to force yourself, see a world from a new perspective, isn't it? What is this new level of creativity? Some of you may be familiar with the theme of this big medieval religious apocalypse, which was the apocalypse of Saint John or of somebody else. There were a number of these apocalypses. I think many of us came from a sort of secular background, or have not given this kind of religious idea too much consideration. My idiosyncratic conclusions, based simply on being honest of the content of the psychedelic experience, is that human history really is on a collision course with a transcendental object of some sort. It's not going to be business as usual into the endless unfolding confines of the future. The very fact that human history is occurring on this planet, the very fact that a primate has left the ordinary pattern of primate activity and gone into the business of running stock markets, and molecular biology labs and art museums indicates to me the nearby presence dimension of a kind of hyper-organizational orbs, or what I call the transcendental object. Huh. Sometimes the best way to fight the system is not to rebel, but to exploit it. For the best part, enjoy everyone. Another guest. Full power jam. Huh. Okay. Okay. Interessant. Das Gerede von dem Typen. Zumindest bis auf den Endpart mit dem, das irgendwie komischen transzendentalen Orbs kommen. Aber